Everyone, the split screen. We just got done watching the Fantastic Four, and you're going to hear what our thoughts are. And I'm sorry to let you know, but Superman was better. This is split screen. Hey, everyone. After the movies.
After the movies.
After Fantastic
ATM.
Four.
This is ATM only not. This is
Exactly.
the full freaking review.
We're just going right into it because Don has nothing to say.
I'm Don.
I'm Tony.
Yeah, that's Tony. And we are split screen.
We are split screen.
Yep. And what did we see today?
Fantastic Four.
It's
How fantastic
Marvel's
was it?
return to form. Marvel's, giving the fans what they want. Bullshit. Let's start out with that nonsense. So
where do we begin?
Yes.
Well, you heard me in the beginning, and I'll repeat it for good measure. Superman was better than this. I don't know who thought this was better and what you guys were smoking. Maybe you have a different focal point on what you like your movies about, and that I'll accept. But in terms of a superhero movie, this was not a superhero movie, which goes to my point number one that I don't like. It's not a superhero movie. It's not a superhero movie. No. Number two, pacing was horrible. Horrible. That's a lot of tension. That's a lot of tension. You guys thought you were building up for nothing. Nothing. You built it up for nothing. And even by the time we got Galactus, it was still low key kind of for nothing. So you're just sitting there edging us, but it's a horrible edging. It's like nails and like scrapes and like there's no lube and it's dry and it's just, get there. You're going to come. You're going to come. And it's just like, no, you're not. It never came. We never came. No one should have came to this movie. Point three.
What was good about it?
Well, if I pick more than one thing, I thought it looked nice. I thought it looked great.
Sorta. That got old though.
Well, certain filters and things got kind of but overall, I thought it was a nice looking movie. And Don disagrees, but I thought the casting was fine, and I thought some of the banter was okay, but y'all really, really made us go through a lot of that, and it wasn't that good or that interesting or that intriguing or that funny. And you guys just marinated in this. You made a soup that had no stock or no flavor, and you said, just keep drinking it. And this is something I talk about a lot in movies, where you guys are more invested in this BS than us. Like this, we are family. No. And another point I don't like, because I have way more cons than likes. I'm tired. I'll give you guys grace with that. The human element in one of these movies, for it to be a part of it, was okay. The whole society kind of has their back, kind of fights with them now and then, but that's family. Family, we disagree. We fight sometimes.
They didn't even fight.
No, it was, they blamed them all.
Barely.
They blamed them all. They were doing riots. There was, politicians and governments and newscasters talking about how this is all their fault and that they're treating us. So they never had like a direct thing, but they were out there protesting.
Nothing was directed us.
No.
That one room was the only direct thing in there that they were in for probably 3/4, 90% of the movie.
They were.
One freaking room. That was it. It literally took place. This thing must have cost like $50. It took place in one room for almost all of it. Oh my God.
They were in Reed's living room and then his work office, like most of the
That wasn't really a good building, was it?
No. No, not really.
Was it Freedom Foundation or some?
It
had a name instead of Plasm Freedom or whatever, or the Baxter Building. It was Freedom Foundation.
Well, I know they made the Freedom Foundation, which is a
whatever.
Anyway, what else was there? No, you can jump to yours. I'm sure I'll have other stuff to bring up.
Yeah. I'm gonna start with a positive. They got the appearance of Galactus correct. He was as large as you would expect him to be, for what he was, in the comics. So they took care and making sure he was designed properly. However, going on to my point number 2 quickly, because I don't have a lot of good things to say about this. They made him stupid. He was defeated, and I'm going to spoil it because I don't give a crap if you saw it or not or going to see it, because why would you be watching this from us? He got defeated by being pushed through a hole. He got set up by a very obvious trap. It wasn't even a trap. So this being that's been around for billions of years is unable to detect these 3, I don't know, they weren't even tall towers that were able to open up a rift in reality to a far distant part of the universe. Mm-hmm. And then they push him inside.
Yeah.
That was it. That's how they defeated him.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was so stupid. Along with the stupidity of the whole idea that they were going to move the planet. Which happened, by the way, in Doctor Who, much better with David Tennant, where they moved the planet with the TARDISes. So, yeah, you stole that from Doctor Who, Kevin Feige. But so freaking stupid because they make all these transporting machines, which is the only science that redid the entire movie, that Pedro Pascal did the entire movie, which came back at the end. So they build all these structures all over the earth, wait until 2 minutes before Galactus gets there with his herald, before they turn him on. They even have a countdown. I'm like, just turn it on. What are you counting down for? He's at the moon. What are you waiting for?
He was at Mars. So
of course it has to energize, like all these things, nothing ever just turns on.
Yeah.
It has to energize and slowly build, which of course gives the herald, who's able to go faster than light travel, time enough to destroy the system so they can't move the earth.
Yeah.
So freaking stupid. So number 2 would be stupidity. Number 3, Johnny Storm, who had no job in this at all, other than to figure out an alien language from another planet that he never heard of. They were randomly getting voice singles from, and they collected 26 gold records or something like that.
It was like 30. It was a lot of them for whatever reason.
I don't really care. That doesn't happen that way. Life doesn't. And not only that, but they established that they had tape. He put a tape cassette into Herbie the robot. Why is he making records? Why wouldn't he do it on magnetic tape?
I have no clue. I don't know.
Wouldn't it have been easier?
Yeah.
I mean, literally, they established that he was using tape for programming Herbie.
Yeah. I mean,
anyway, to get back to my rant. So Johnny Storm, secluded into his bedroom for an ungodly amount of time, unbearable, was able to, through talking to the Silver Serpent, that she gave him one sentence and he was able to decipher and learn an entire language in a eureka moment, because literally he figures it out and it's eureka, and from that point on he talks whatever
she speaks,
the Silver Surfer's language perfectly. That's not, it's a comic book movie, I understand, but that's stupid. So this is kind of 2 as well, because that's stupid as well.
It's all falling under one umbrella.
I can go on. This thing sucks. This thing is no action. I fell asleep 45 minutes into it because they hadn't even gotten to Galactus yet. Any action at the beginning took place in news reports, off camera. They fought the Mole Man, they fought the Red Ghost or Red whatever. They fought several villains, all of it off camera. None of it was in front of it. The rest of the time they spent in a room talking. They didn't use their powers. They didn't leave. They didn't even go out to eat. Go to the bathroom. Nothing. Ben Grimm leaves and he sees, a prospective girlfriend that, he can't, he's too shy to go up and, actually socialize with.
Yeah.
And then she's gone. That's it. Until they needed her to come back for the next scene for a fraction of a second. Which she's a great actress. That's why she's there. Use her. They totally didn't use her.
Yeah. No.
Anyway,
Because again, it wasn't even about any side characters. If this was, there's many ways you could have did what this was better, and I mean I could
you
literally
could have
tell
not
you,
made it, and it would have made it better.
I can tell you guys like tons of ideas as I watched, being like, oh, this was a mess. They could have did this. Because if the focal points are really only going to be the Fantastic Four, then put them in a situation where it really is only them.
Where they do something.
Yeah, where they do something, it's only them. For me, we should have cut. They should have went and saw the movie. Should have started with the Herald coming in, introducing, and then we could have got to them going out to meet Galactus way sooner. That should have happened in the first 25 minutes tops, because the little news story that's the background was only like 4 minutes, 5 minutes. So you could have explained to everyone what they did, and we could have jumped to something interesting. But instead, it's like, well, she's pregnant, and let's talk about, Ben Grimm's the cool one. He goes around and picks up kids in front of cars. Oh, it's just like we were kind of just like meandering.
What did Johnny Storm do anyway? What was it during that time? What was his purpose to exist in this movie?
To get ragged on for being kind of stupid and kind of hassle.
He didn't do anything, did he? He didn't have a job. He didn't go anywhere. He got some records because for whatever reason he was really interested in the space singles. The messages from, not even the messages, the broadcasts from space.
Which he was. He was very interested.
What's his job the rest of this time? What is his purpose? He's not out there fighting anybody.
No one's out there fighting anyone.
Yeah, he's not. He's not going to work. He doesn't. Is he just hanging out in his bedroom all day? He doesn't have a girlfriend or a boyfriend or anything like that.
No.
He just comes in when the script needs him to come in.
Yeah, for the most part. Because no one did anything.
Who said this was a good movie? Jeremy.
Apparently a lot of people.
This is not a good movie. This deserves every bit of 80% drop the second week. This is not a movie that anybody goes to, that the majority of the audience goes to and goes, it's exciting. It's not. It's the opposite of exciting. It's soul sucking.
Soul sucking.
Soul sucking. It sucked my soul out because I fell asleep.
You did.
It was taking my life force.
You just passed out.
It really was.
I just saw that.
Thank God he woke me up, because that's when, almost an hour in before we get to see Galactus. So I got to see that. But then that was stupid too. They get on Galactus's ship and then they get right back off. They're like, Galactus, I'll spare your world if you give me the baby. And they're like, no way, man, we're out of here.
Yeah.
So this billion-year-old being can't stop him from getting off his ship. No, he didn't ever set up any, maybe locked doors
he's
been around a while.
He was suspecting the Smurfette to handle the business.
But think about this.
And she didn't.
He's been eating planets and killing civilizations all across the universe, right?
Yeah.
You don't think other people might have attacked him, so he might put in a couple of locks or maybe some security cameras to make sure nobody comes aboard that shouldn't be coming aboard.
Well, they were invited aboard.
Okay.
Now, as far as locking them in after, that's a different story.
Right? And where's everybody else? Does he have anybody to take care of the machinery? No, it just magically works for billions of years?
No, just him and the Smurfette. Yeah.
No security?
Why would he need the security?
What exactly power did Galactus have then in this movie?
He was big and he smashed things.
Yeah, he was big. He was Godzilla. That's his power. Godzilla without his fire.
He was a kaiju. Yeah.
Not even a good kaiju.
No, he just descended and he walked around. And I mean, he wasn't even trying to destroy stuff. He was just trying to get to the baby.
He actually seemed kind of polite.
Yeah, he was like, let me move around this.
Oh, I don't want to hurt this building.
Let me move around
I'm not going to. I know. Why was he walking through the buildings?
I don't know.
Why did he even park outside to go pick up Franklin instead of just dropping right there?
I don't know.
Hey, why not use a tractor beam?
He should have
got him in Star Trek.
Yeah. Actually, I don't even know why he went at all.
No, I don't.
Smurfette could have went down there and zoomed and grabbed that child.
You know why he did it? Because the character said he was going to do that. That's why. Because the Fantastic Four, like, we'll make him come down here. So therefore, Galactus goes, yes, I'll go down there. I know. You figure the Herald.
She's fast.
She's the one that's supposed to be doing the work. So, God.
Yeah, one issue with
Marvel needs to stop. Stop now.
So what's funny with
There's
this?
nothing redeeming about this company anymore. There isn't. What is the last Marvel movie that you said, yeah, I like that, or series?
No,
That
probably the
actually
end
meant
game.
something to you.
That Thanos stuff.
6 years ago now.
Yeah, that's probably the last big one.
Over half a decade.
Hmm.
Now, how many movies and TV series have they released since over the 6 years? 20?
Probably plenty.
That's a lot of crap. A
Hmm.
lot of money wasted. And then this is supposed to be what they got.
Hmm. People like it.
And this is a build up to Doomsday. This is the lead in.
Well, I hope there's a lot more fighting in Doomsday. Could you imagine if the Fantastic Four's in there and they force everyone just to talk?
God.
Which really, not a good. One of the thing about superpowers, especially when you have like the origin story of superpowers, is that you kind of see the characters kind of figure out their mojo. Like, oh, this kind of works and this kind of works. But it was just, Invisible Woman,
I know, right?
which I swear they took that from, excuse me, the game Marvel Rivals, because that's literally what she does in the game. She primes
She cocks
her
her
ability,
hand.
and then you can either push people or pull people,
That
and
was
it has
so
that
stupid.
coloration too. So I think they actually took that from the game.
I
if
have
I'm being
no
honest.
doubt. It was a visual. They thought it was cool. But Sue Storm's powers do not need to be cocked like a shotgun. Do not need to be loaded. They're part of her.
She's right.
She literally walks on the scene and she puts her hand like this, and her invisible force doesn't even really surround it. It just discolors around it, like she's powering up. What? What? When did
It takes time for her to have her power slowly encapsulated.
The movie was already boring. That didn't make it any better by putting a little bit of color around her hand.
No.
That wasn't even her power. Her power, Invisible Woman, not, colorful effect, transparent effects.
Well, I mean,
it's like cellophane. Look
they
through
went,
like
they went the
oil
route,
cellophane.
They went the route of Predator, how he's invisible, but really he's like Technicolor Disco Ball, multicolor. That's their effect for being invisible. And I mean, to be fair, even this is 4 years of them being the Fantastic Four. I don't even know if Sue was even doing this crazier stuff. It was like 4 shields and invisibility, and that was kind of it. Boom, she makes a force field. This was like she was a telekinetic, and
when John Byrne in the 80s took over the Fantastic, he increased her powers, but he did them logically because her shields went from her being able to shape them, and then she was able to travel on them and do all sorts of amazing things.
Yeah,
it was whatever they decided. She was as powerful as Galactus at the end because of the power of love for her child, protecting her child. But she's pushing this billion-year-old being like he's nothing.
Well, here's the thing. As much as I understand that,
where are the other Fantastic Four when this is happening? They're supposed to be.
They're all getting the baby.
All.
Yeah. So she says, "Get the baby." Reed's running. I forgot what Johnny does.
He was standing at the lever to pull it.
Oh, he was waiting to pull it.
Yeah, because that's what you want to do.
Ben knocked over the pillars in the building that was holding Galactus up because he fell. He was like, "Oh no, my cane!"
I know, right?
My cane. And he's holding himself up, so he knocks those down.
Oh, that knocks me into there. Ooh,
yeah.
Sort of. Not even because Sue Storm's the one that pushed him in. Because the women were definitely the ones that saved the day in this. The men, they were all side characters to their big battle at the end. Sue Storm pushes him in to the hole, and then the Silver Surfette finishes the job.
Yeah.
The men, they let the women handle it.
They did let the women handle it. The same way it took 3 of them to act like 3 men and a baby putting in the car seat at the end.
God, don't stay around. Once you see him try and put in a car seat. Now, mind you, this is the 60s. They didn't have freaking car seats. Okay?
But it's not
the mother would have put
60s.
that baby in the... They tried to play it off as this is the Fantastic Four from the 60s. The mother would have had that baby on her lap facing forward toward the windshield.
Yeah.
Head height to make sure that the dashboard goes straight into it if there's an accident. That's where the mother would have had it. There was no baby stuff back then. I mean, did you have baby stuff when you were a kid?
Yeah.
Okay. I did not. I did not. We didn't have seat belts. Okay,
Hmm.
my parents would say, "Get down on the floorboard."
Yeah.
Okay,
But this is the different 60s. Where
no,
the
it's not. They
where the
tried to play it
Fantastic
off. Oh,
Four is here, and
okay.
they have a flying car. They make they
They had a
make
flying car in the '60s book, but so
they
it
have
was.
teleporting, beacons and bridges and all this other stuff.
Oh my god,
I mean, like you can nickel and dime and penny every wrong thing in terms
that's
of
the whole
tiny
movie.
details. That is the whole movie, but the bigger issue is I think the big thing is, especially after Superman, I don't know if they can write non-origin first movies. I feel like they don't know what to do or how
Yeah,
to craft them into something interesting. It keeps all of the character development from the origin story out because the characters have already gone past it.
yeah.
So now they have to say, well, how do we make the characters interesting while simultaneously expecting your innate like for them to carry the movie, because it's like if you're watching the Fantastic Four movie, hopefully you already like them. So here, look at them talk and look
Which
at
I
them
did.
talk and look at them talk. And so I think they need to stop doing that. This family thing,
They didn't sell it well at all.
I mean, that's not, are they not superheroes? Like this could have been a TV show where like new people get powers, and then I could see this type of storyline being a thing, like brand new powers, some random families in trouble, and these new superheroes are going to save their family with their new powers. This I don't need that out of a Fantastic Four. I expect bigger. I expect more interesting. I expect more action. Um,
I expect likable characters. I mean, did you connect with any character in this?
I liked Grim. I liked Ben a lot. I thought Ben was cool. But I mean,
He
he
grew a
didn't
beard.
do
He
anything.
didn't do anything.
Well, no, it's not about
He didn't
him.
even show his strength, really, did he?
No,
He picked
because
up a he picked up a VW bug. I
yeah,
could pick up a
he
VW bug.
picked up a bug, then he picked up another truck and he
Oh
threw
wait,
that, and then he picked up the crane and he spun and he threw that.
yeah, yeah. See,
No, I'm,
seconds. The movie's 2 hours, and those are
because
seconds.
there's no fight scenes. That's the whole problem. There's
Ah,
not enough fighting. There should have been way more fighting. And then the one fighting that they did have was briefly on Galactus' ship, and
yeah.
they ran out of there, so they barely fought. It's like Sue pushed her once. Johnny and her had like a minor air battle where she beats him.
Yeah.
Then she's chasing them. Ben knocks her into the wall, and then she tosses him aside, and then that's it. The rest is in the ship because it's a ship's chase scene. This is
Oh.
another thing. Stop with chase scenes. I don't need chase scenes anymore. I'm so tired of
Especially in
seeing
space.
characters.
It's a direct line. What are they doing?
I don't know. I don't need the space chases, the
So
space
here's
races.
what I like. So they escape Galactus's ship. Or actually, they don't escape. They just walk off. Get on their ship. Go into faster than light.
Mm,
Direct the thing. She catches up. The Silver Surfer catches up,
yeah.
but then she can't get any closer because she's having a hard time keeping up for like a large part of it.
Mm.
I'm like, wait, she literally just went in after them, caught all the way up to the ship. Why did she continue to go? Why? I mean, and she can go through solid objects,
Yeah.
so she should have been right in there.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
You're done.
yeah, I
I
think
think he's
so. I
done.
mean, I don't see,
I think this
you know,
broke him.
yeah. What do you? Let's end this. I mean, I can whine about this. You're not going to get a play-by-play on every single scene in there
Mm-mm.
because you don't have to.
No,
But
and
we told you
gosh, you
enough
don't need
for
to.
you to know that we both think it sucks ass. So
Mm.
yeah,
Final
not
rating.
in a good way. Um, it's hard to rate. I mean, I, because they spent $200 million on this and made a boring movie, I'm gonna give it like a 1.5.
Mm.
I mean, this the biggest sin isn't that it's stupid because I love stupid movies. I
Mm.
love bad movies. But if you make the movie boring, you spend $200 million to not only make a stupid movie, but you make it a boring movie, then you don't even deserve a 1.5. You deserve a one, really. Now that I think about it, because
Look at talking himself
what
down.
a waste of resources.
Mm.
Absolute waste. The entire, not only wasting my time, but everybody that worked on here, you just wasted it to create something that's boring that no one's going to care about a month from now. You know, very few people will ever think fondly of this movie. There will be some because there always is, but no one's going to go, yeah, that Fantastic Four. Just like when the original Iron Man came out, people still remember that.
Mhm.
They won't remember this or care.
Mhm.
They'll go, oh yeah, that's where Franklin Richard came from in Doomsday.
Mhm.
Eh,
That's another problem. Why are we jumping to Franklin so
quickly.
quickly?
Yeah,
Because
there's so much more.
it's, I mean, unless the idea is to jump,
Mm.
have him be sent away, and then have him become an adult and come back later, which is kind of the comic books I
Yeah.
remember,
Let's
where he's the
spoil it.
Herald.
At the very end, the after credit scene, Doctor Doom comes up because evidently the Franklin is the cosmic being that was born from cosmic energy from
Yeah.
Frank. So he's kneeling at Franklin Richards.
I kind of
That's it.
wonder.
So
Hmm.
whatever. I don't care. You know, I mean, that's the best you got.
Dose. My final rating is 2.
Two.
Yeah, it's 2.
Wow.
I mean, again, my criteria is always what did they try to do? They wanted it to be a family movie with superheroes. It was pretty meh. I came here to see a superhero
Meh.
movie, not a family movie. But if you like this kind of like highlight the characters, they only talk, it's
It's a
it's
superhero movie. They're not
it's
supposed to only talk.
passable. It's passable as that, but this is not something to rush to go see, or the best thing ever, or the second coming of Marvel, or oh they did it this time, or according to Dawn, it was you said it was worse than the Thunderbolts. You'd rather watch the Thunderbolts.
Yeah, at least the Thunderbolt.
So
This had no jokes. They took all the jokes out from it, except for like the very end. Flat. Everything's just a flat.
you were either asleep or you didn't laugh at the jokes that there were jokes. Whether they land or not, or you laugh is a different story. I mean, there's the joke where Johnny and um, Thing are pestering each other, and they're talking about something, and then Sue just appears next to him, and then
That's
Thing
not
acts
a
all
joke.
It is a joke because he's all butthurt, and he hates when people do that. Yeah, that's the joke. That's what people laughed at. I'm telling you, jokes were there. Whether they were good or count as jokes is a completely separate story from they put that in there because they thought it was funny. That's why they did it.
And
But
it
Dose,
was
2. You don't need to see this. It's pretty boring. If you're one of those people who need to watch Marvel to
wait
keep
until
up with the,
wait until it comes on Disney Plus.
this
Only
was
if you have a
definitely
subscription.
a discount movie. I'll
Yeah.
tell you that. This
Yeah,
was
wait
not
till it
worth
comes
Saturday.
out free on the Sci-Fi Channel.
Free on Siffy, hopefully.
Yeah, yeah, or maybe Cartoon Network. Oh wait, that's been canceled. Yeah.
That's it, guys. I don't
Yeah.
think there's anything else more.
Yep, Mr. Feige, you blow. Please quit. Go away.
I think he is
Replace all
leaving.
your writers because there's nothing redeeming left at Marvel that's writing anything. Absolutely not.
You
And
know,
anybody, the executive producers, the ones that have the power to say yes or no on things,
Mhm.
get rid of all of them because they are completely destroying that company.
you know.
And then separate yourself from Disney because Disney could suck my butt too.
Well, if Marvel was concerned about superhero fatigue, I can assure you there's nothing worse than making a movie you can fall asleep to with superheroes. That's going to be the ultimate
Really
fatigue because nothing happened. Nothing happened. I think even I remember a viewer. I think even Jeremy said it. This is a family movie first, but that's not what I came to see. So again, if you like that type of stuff, if you want, I don't know, Lilo and Stitch, the superhero movie where they may fight, then there you go. But there's nothing else.
Nope.
Nothing else to it.
Nope.
And we're gonna leave it at that. But let us know. Did you see Fantastic Four? Have you been holding off on it and you were waiting for us to let you know not to go? Let us know. Did you think this was better than Superman? I think people are crazy if they think this is better than Superman.
It's
like,
not.
No way.
Even though I didn't like Superman, Superman is a superior film.
By far.
By far.
By far. Yeah.
At least I liked characters in that.
Mm-hmm. See, look at that.
These were all made of cardboard.
Everything is by comparison. The more you absorb, the more you can kind of figure out where stuff fit. And I knew Superman was way more interesting than this. But enough. Let us know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe. We got other stuff to do. Better better movies to review and talk about. So
Yep.
we'll see you guys next time.
All right. Bye. Right
See ya.
here. Hated that movie. Hate it.
I know.
Fantastic Four. Bought my first Fantastic Four. My mom gave me 25 cents back in
Mhm.
1976,
Hmm.
75.
Yeah.
Yep. Brookville, Indiana. I think Fantastic Four was on issue 100 and something.
It's so funny. I remember seeing Cartoon Network and the old Fantastic Four cartoon. I
The
even remember
90s or the
little,
early one.
I don't know. I think it was the early one.
The 60s, the one that
Yeah.
came out in the 60s that are
Where it had
really
that little theme.
the early 90s is good.
And then there's the little part where they were always show Sue invisible and she just be staring. And then I know her, she's like fades out of color and it's the lines.
Yeah.
And there's the
It was
part where
bastard.
they're trying to, I don't know who they're fighting, but they're trying to stab the thing.
See, that was more entertaining than this movie.
That was more fighting than this movie. And here's the this is the thing that they do. Someone thought that writing was really good and could carry the movie. I bring this up all the time. It wasn't. It needed more things to cut it up. We needed more stuff to happen. This movie desperately needed a proper B tier villain.
You know
There
what?
should have been.
Ask yourself why they did all the action scenes off camera. Why? Why would they do that? Every bit, all the supervillains they fought, the Mole Man and stuff, all off camera. They just told us about it. Why was that a decision that was made?
Because they thought Galactus and the Silver Surfette were going to do it. And again,
But not an hour to get there,
I
and
know.
then 5 minutes with Galactus, and then another 45 minutes waiting for Galactus to show up. What the fuck?
And yeah, we had to go through human beings coming together, human beings figuring stuff out. We had to go through them spending the last times with their baby. He had to go through, if it's going to be a final time, seeing Natasha Lyonne with her really weird hair. I'd never want her to have straight hair again. Please have your weird curly hair all the time. You look so weird to me as like this church woman, and you're not a church lady. There's nothing about you. Why are you playing this role? But that's besides the point. Also, I thought his first girlfriend was like blind or something. Who is she? Just a random girl they made up? So anyway.
I couldn't figure out who she was. Her first girlfriend, his girlfriend is Alicia in the
Yeah.
comics. She's blind.
Yeah.
Until she becomes a squirrel.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're done.
We are done.
I lost my voice on this.